Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a nice spicy reading for you where we will be looking into, will they act on their fantasy about you? Will they bring the heat or go cold? You know, what is going to go down between you and your lover slash future spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. Fill in the blank as you see fit. So as you can see, I have 3 groups here. We have group 1 with Trollite, group 2 with the Larvikite, and group 3 with the Moss Agate. Please do remember this is a general reading and not a personal one. So there's absolutely no reason to take anything personally. If something's not resonating, just move on. If you are feeling called to listen to more than one group, perhaps there are cross messages. This is about using your intuition and learning to trust your gut. That is what tarot is. It is a tool to hone in on the intuition, okay? So go ahead, get into a meditative state, whatever it is that you do in order to choose your group, and let's get on with it. For my group of 1 people, let's take a look. Are they going to act on their fantasy about you? Okay. Are they going to go through with it? Are they going to communicate it with you? What's the deal? So let's take a look at the tarot first. Oh, wow. We have the 5 of Cups. We have the 7 of Cups. Oh, shit. And we have the Chariot. Wow. Okay. We have Earth signs with Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. And, oh, shit. And we have a third party, more than one lover. Okay, so already when I'm seeing this, it's like there's some hesitancy here. There's definitely thinking about the past. Perhaps this person is very afraid to... I just feel like it's very internalized still, okay? There's something about this, like where they're nervous or scared about even talking about this with you. Perhaps because there hasn't, that level of trust hasn't been built up yet. This relationship could be pretty new, at the time of this. Obviously, they're into... I mean, we have the 5 of Cups and then we have the 7 of Cups. This person could totally be one of those kind of people who they're not sure if they want a permanent relationship or not. I mean, this could even be you who's thinking this, like you're not sure if you want to settle down yet. You're not sure if you want to like be in a long-term relationship. You're still trying to figure out. I feel like this is what's going on right here, okay? There's like the beginning of a relationship here and it's like you're still on the fence about some things. Either their side or your side. And I'm almost getting the feeling like it's kind of strong from your side where it's like you're not sure, you're still maybe like sprung or like still stuck on somebody else or something like this. But there's a lot of options, okay? This, the 5 of Cups is always like, you're too busy looking to the past to realize what you've got in front of you. Perhaps in the past, you had a very open lover, or they did. Where it was like they could do anything and they like think about it and it's like, oh, I wish that relationship worked out or whatever. It could be something like this because I could really sexually be free, with that person, and perhaps it's like they're afraid that they can't do that with you. All right. Or vice versa. Because, I mean, we have the 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups shows a lot of options. And then we literally have third party, more than one lover. So I'm getting the sense that, there's a little bit of a polyamory or something here, like a polyamorous kind of situation with somebody here. But the Chariot, oftentimes people read the Chariot as, going forward, victoriously with plans or travel or something like this. But really the Chariot, since this is Cancer and it is involved with the moon, the moon rules Cancer. This is really talking a lot about an inward journey. So I almost feel like, yes, they have a lot of fantasies that they totally want to act out with you, but there's like, they're on the fence about like revealing it. Now it's interesting. We have Cancer here, but we have Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. These are the prominent energies like really coming through here, obviously. So Sun, Moon, Rising could be very strong. There could be heavy 10th, 6th, and 2nd house placements, possibly 4th. It's like with the 4th house with Chariot, okay, with Cancer energy, I'm feeling that there needs to be a level of comfort before one can open up. And so I feel like that's what needs to occur. There needs to be some serious talking here. And we have You are secretly waiting for their return. You've kept it on the low. Stay patient. They're coming, but don't let it be known. Okay, that's weird because, we have looking to the past here. So I feel like perhaps, that's weird that I was picking up this energy of like, oh, they were with this person, that they could literally like be themselves with. This could be your energy too, where it's like you could get as freaky and live out your fantasies as much as you wanted to. And maybe you're thinking that's the only chance you have with like to have this kind of experience. But I'm seeing that that's not necessarily the case. Okay, I'm just feeling that there's more than meets the eye. Just be patient here, okay? Because we have tapped out sleep. What's going to happen? We have tapped out sleeping like a baby. We have fuck it up against the wall. We have I want you to trust me again with your heart. And then we have it's never too late for us to be again. Okay, so that's weird. Maybe even this is something where, I'm not seeing the Six of Cups here to show like, oh, this is definitely a past life connection or anything like that. It's more like for somebody here, this could even be a past lover, okay? Where the situation comes through where, it could be a situation where you're having to choose between two people as well. We have more than one lover here. So you're looking to the past or are you going to look to the future here? Whoa. Or maybe you're going to try to double dip here. And it's like, oh, I want you to trust me again with your heart. It's never too late for us to be again. You could even be dating somebody and an old lover comes returning back. Because maybe it's like, oh, once they notice that you're with somebody else and there's some other people who are interested in you, all of a sudden you're all shiny and new. So my advice here for that person, for the person I'm talking about right now, you know who you are, is to proceed with caution, okay? Take your fucking time. Look for the red flags. Don't fucking glaze over them. You might want something so bad, but realize that the person that you're dating now, instead of this person from the past, is actually way better for you than the person from the past. Do you really want to go through that again? For some people, this is what it takes, though, to like find, that you really want to be with somebody. Sometimes shit happens, and this does happen. It's important to keep an open mind, but also proceed with caution and pay attention to fucking red flags. So many people want to fucking just glaze over them and not pay attention because they want something so bad they project. And then they, perhaps some of you have Neptune in the 7th house where you're always putting rose-colored glasses on when it comes to relationships and not seeing to the heart of the matter, But anyway, obviously, there's like a lot of passion here though, okay? There's no doubt about it. Where it's like, oh my God, the sex is fucking insane. It's so good. You know what this totally reminds me of? Oh my God, it just flashed through my fucking head. What was that? I think it was on Netflix, a show called Sex Life, where this woman, she literally marries, this handsome Ken doll type guy, has kids, she has the perfect life and stuff like this, but she can't get her ex out of her fucking head because he's like hung like a horse. He's totally freaking, he's like a record producer or something. He's just pure excitement, pure throwdown, pure passion. It's like, it's not a perfect relationship or anything like that, but it's like she can't get him out of her head. She wants him bad. It's like, I almost get the sense that if you guys know what I'm talking about, that is kind of like the vibe that I'm picking up here. It's like one of these kind of situations. Very fascinating. Does this person want to act out their fantasy with you? Yes, but there's some kind of hesitancy here, okay? All right, to move on here. So, oh my God, I can't believe it. We have Giver. Sorry, I'm like stuttering on my words now because I just saw the next card. Giver enjoys pleasuring you and wants you to orgasm to enhance their experience. So they love seeing you get off. Oh my God, I love people like this. Yes, it's like they get off on seeing you get off. But then again, I think most people are like that, where it's like hearing your lover like be, their voice filled with pleasure, moaning, like your O face, whatever. It gets you off like so hard. I'm serious. It's like people who just lay there and don't make a word or a peep or sound during sex. It's so fucking boring. It's like there's a disconnect. It's like, how do you know that they're even enjoying themselves? It's like emotionless. It's like they're dead, Ugh. This person is definitely not like that. Okay. it's like you're definitely they want to hear you. And by the way, it doesn't matter if you're a masculine or feminine watching this, and I speak for the ladies out there, we get off on hearing our, at least for this, straight ladies here, we get off on fucking hearing our guy get off. Okay, most definitely. I'm not going to speak for anybody else, but I'm pretty sure that's fucking universal. Am I correct? Okay. Like literally hearing your person get off, doesn't matter who they are. That's a massive fucking turn on. Okay. Like it's so hot. I swear to God, it just takes it to the next level. When you know they're into it, it's even better. So showing that. So if there are males watching this, especially, please understand, we like to hear it. We like to see you be pleasured and stuff like this. It gets us off. It's not just about, it's so hot. Just do it. Okay. Show your appreciation. All right. That being said, I just had to put that out there. Here we go. Threesome. Wants to have you and your friend at the same time, or else watch you with someone else. Cut and dry. We have freaking more than one lover here. So there's definitely something to this. This is literally the fantasy where they could be like holding off on the fence because it's like, yikes. Maybe they're afraid you're going to react weird to it or something like this. It doesn't have to be your friend, by the way. It could just be somebody in general, like bringing in a third party, or literally they want to have a kind of relationship like this. This could also be you who likes this kind of thing. Nothing, you do you, whatever makes you happy. Okay. I'm definitely not judging on that one. I totally get it. So it's like, we have this twice. There's definitely a lot here. There's still trust that needs to be built up here. Okay. And we have role play. Likes to have you dress up and act out fantasies, or they like to dress up for you. This is fun. Okay. This person is just fun. It's like not boring. You're always going to be on your toes. It's very exciting. Give it a chance. Okay. Definitely give it a chance. You never know. Okay. So we have your scent excites me so damn bad. So they could have a highly sensitive sense of smell. This is not uncommon. There are certain dudes out there who could definitely smell a woman. Like literally this is not a joke. I happen to know of somebody personally who is like this, where they could smell like when a woman is like literally ovulating and when they're on their period. And it's weird. I don't know how, but it makes sense though, doesn't it? So there are freaking people out there who can pick up on this, and they could smell the pheromones, they could smell the hormones, and they know, and therefore it's kind of like chemicals. It's very primal. I think it's got fucking kind of cool and kind of hot, actually. Okay. So, literally there's something about your scent and your smell. And this, like I said, makes total sense. That gets them off. It gets them high. Okay. It's like you're their drug. Most definitely. We have, I want to record you giving me head. Again, this person is filled with all kinds of fantasies, all kinds of things that they want to act out. But the question is, are you ready yet? There's like this trepidation of like letting it out. So this is something that will come with time, or else it's going to be put, you guys are going to go separate ways. There's something here with somebody from the past involved, and the ball's in your court here. Honestly, it's like they want to freaking open up. They want to freaking do all these exciting things with you. But there is this hesitancy, and I feel like they're picking up on it, where it's like they're just not sure. It's like in limbo. You know what I mean? That's what I'm picking up for this group. But will it be exciting? Will it be passionate if you go down that route? Oh, fuck yeah. You could basically do whatever you want with this person. They want to try a little bit of everything. They want to go on a very sexual, spiritual kind of journey with you. So the choice is yours. And you know what's so funny? That show I was talking about, totally, this is in that show. It's kind of crazy. So, I mean, if you've not seen it, check it out. Okay. That's kind of the vibe I'm picking up here. I really am. And I feel like one of you, there's something, there's definitely a connection here. One of you is definitely more dom too, no doubt about it. But there's like a definite like sense of tenderness and romance, even though there's all this wild sexual shit. It's like there's definitely that spiritual like bond kind of connection where it's it's like the underlying current of very romantic. You know what I mean? So anyways, that's it. That's all I'm seeing for this group. If you'd like to see more readings like this, check out my Patreon. The link to that is down below, as well as all my other info. Thank you guys so much for being with me today. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will catch you next time. All right, for my group 2 people with the Larvikite, this is going to be your reading. Let's take a look and see if they're going to act on their fantasy about you. Are they going to go through with it? Are they going to try it out with you? Or are they going to bring the heat? Are they going to go cold? What's going to happen? So let's see. We have tarot up first. And, oh shit, look at this. There's 4 cards here. We have the 2 of Cups. We have the 3 of Cups. Oh my God. We have the Page of Wands. And we have the Page of Cups. Oh, fuck yeah, they're going to do it. And there's definitely a love connection. They want to have so much fun with you. This is very youthful, very hot, very passionate energy. You guys are so fucking into each other. It's not even funny. And I wouldn't be surprised if you definitely meet through a friend group or at a party, some kind of celebration, or meeting through other friends. But this isn't like an exciting new start in your life. You've never had a relationship like this or experienced this level of intimacy before. So it's going to be very creative, very passionate, very youthful. Like literally when you guys get in contact with each other, it's like they spur this spring within you. It's like you are reborn. You appear more youthful, more vibrant, more beautiful, because boy, do they stick it to you good. Okay. And therefore it's going to light you up. People are going to look at you and be like, oh my God, you're glowing. Why are you so happy? Why are you always smiling? Your skin looks like radiant. What's going on? You're like, I'm getting it good, baby. That's what's going on. So it's definitely this kind of energy here with this. We have pumpkin spice, a sweet and spicy offer. Oh yeah. It's like going to get you off that, like they want to act this fantasy out with you and you're on board. It's like, yeah, let's do this shit, most definitely. And it's like, look at them. They're like in lover's embrace. And it's just like, we have all this, these wine, or it's actually blood, but wine. And they're cheering. And then like, there's the 2 spilled glasses right back there and they're in lover's embrace. And it's hot. It's like the connection when you meet this person, people are going to be like, oh my God, because everyone else is going to notice it too. It's like the attraction is real. There's nothing that's going to pull you guys apart. The world could be going to shit all around you, but you guys still will never, that red string of fate has brought you together and ain't nothing going to tear it apart. Okay. It's like, this magnetizing merge. Air signs, Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. Okay, so there you have it, you guys. So also, when these come up, this could actually indicate a time period, possibly, okay? I don't like to give dates, I don't like to give time, but I'm going to freaking mention that because it also could have to do with your birthday or theirs, obviously, duh, But I also feel like the communication between you guys is on point. Okay. There's something very rebellious, something very different about the relationship. It's, like I said, very youthful, very think outside the box. And we literally have a Jack in the Box here in this image. The Geminis, they give real good talk. Okay. Like literally they could talk your panties off. They're great at that. And Libra is, that it's ruled by Venus. So need I say more? Okay. It's going to be fucking hot. All right. It's time for you to take control of your relationship. Demand what it is that you want. You never know. They just might find your dominating energy sexy. A sweet and spicy offer. So living out the freaking dom, mistress kind of energy here. Like this could be part of their fantasies. They want you to fucking dominate them. They find this super hot. Or else you're saying this to them, but I'm really feeling like they want you to dominate them. This is something that they've always wanted to do, but most people were like too chicken shit to do that with them or something, or just like, no, I don't want to do it. But you're like, fuck yeah, I'm down. Let's do this shit. I'm going to whip your little butt into submission. Let's do it. So we have hair pulling rough sex. Exactly. This is what it turns into. It's like super fucking hot. A lot of people, by the way, who think, oh, I would never be a dom. I'd never be a mistress. Just try it. Okay. You don't know until you try. You might surprise yourself. Trust me. Okay. So we have taste you. Okay. So the oral sex game is super real with this group. I mean, it's like so good. And this could be part of like the teasing is like literally like you get them so worked up and so built up when it comes to this that like when they get the final prize because they've been good, it's like screaming orgasm that is going on here because it's so intense, like because the buildup has been so strong. Okay. But also you guys could really love the taste of each other. It's kind of funny because in group 1 it was about scent. And this group is about taste. So yeah. All right. Like literally like the flavor, it doesn't like repulse you. It's like, turns you on. Okay. So we have choose me and I'll choose you. So definitely, I mean, I feel like that's what this is. It's like, look at their intense gaze right there. This is how it's going to be. It's going to be practically like when you guys get introduced. I don't know why I'm seeing this scene where there's like a get together or a party and there's a bunch of people around and your friends know their friends and literally you guys come together all at once, like in the middle of the room or something. And it's like, oh, so-and-so, this is my friend, blah, blah. And this is, and then they're all, well, this is my friend, blah, blah, blah. And you guys are just staring at each other, like mouths hanging open, like, oh my God. Okay. If you guys haven't experienced something like this before, it's fucking amazing. It's great because you're just literally gobsmacked by the person and they're just like drooling and you're drooling at them kind of thing. And you're just like, holy shit. And it's like, you just know it's on. It's like, within the first few minutes of meeting someone, if it's going to go any further. And in this case, it's definitely going to go further. Okay. Let's fight for what we both want. So it's interesting that this is coming up because there could be some kind of obstacle, even like literally you guys could be at a distance from each other. And it could be like maybe, I don't think it's like a great distance. Okay. But I feel like maybe like a couple hours or 2 hours away or an hour and a half, or there's some kind of traffic or, there's some kind of obstacle that you need to overcome, but you're going to overcome it. It doesn't matter. Eventually you guys will be together. Okay. Like within the same location. But I feel like, for some of you, there is some kind of, like you're going to fight for it no matter what. No, come what may, you guys are a couple and you're not going to be put asunder. You know what I mean? So we have safe sex, respects and practices safe sex, but bring your own condoms just in case. And then now here's the interesting thing, because I peeked at this, bareback, refuses to wear condoms. So be precautious or use precautions. Sorry. Be exclusive or walk away if necessary. Now, what's interesting about this is like, it says bring your own condoms just in case. And literally this card came up too. I feel like it's going to be one of these kind of situations. I don't think it's like that they refuse to wear condoms or anything like that. It's more like, oh, fuck, I forgot them. Shit. Like literally you guys don't have any, like they don't have any on them because maybe they thought nothing was going to fucking happen because they were kind of like in a lull. So always, and this is for everyone, if you are single and you are sexually active and dating, please, it doesn't matter if you're masculine or feminine, fucking keep condoms with you at all times. Just do it. You never know. You could be out in like, it's kind of like for ladies when you have tampons in your purse, okay? You never know when a stranger's going to need one or something, or a friend around you is going to be like, fuck, shit, I need this or whatever. And you're like that savior there to be like, here you go. And it's like, thank you. So always, and let's be safe here, people. It's stupid. Sexually, transmitted things exist still, and they're at an all-time high because there are dumb shits out here who literally think you can't get pregnant by having sex once, or else that you can't get disease or something. Protect yourself. Don't be a fool, okay? You know, if you're married to someone and you guys are exclusive and, you know, or you're in an exclusive relationship, you know, where it's committed and you know you're not fucking around on each other, and, you know, everything's copacetic. If you want to go bareback, then fine. If you're going to accept the responsibility that comes with possible pregnancy or whatever, that's your choice, okay? But be careful otherwise. Sometimes people also, when they're in a long-term relationship, they get snipped. And believe me, oh my God, it's glorious. I speak from experience. So anyways, all right, here we go, guys. This is very interesting. Because remember how I was talking about here, where dominating energy, they might find your dominating energy sexy? We literally have master. Likes being in control and telling you what to do while you obey their wishes. So this could be a switch situation where it's like they want you to freaking, you know, be behind the wheel tonight. You know, this is like very switch energy that I'm picking up here, or straight up, they want you to be the dominant one. In this, you know, I'm seeing both of those here. Okay. Again, this is a general reading, so I'm going to pick up more than one reading, you know, more than one energy here. You know, if this was a personal reading, it would be one or the other probably. Okay. So yeah. So we have let me suck honey off your nipples. So there's a little bit of taste you. Look at that. So, and look at all like pumpkin spice. We have like bananas being depicted here. So I'm really getting the sense that they're very tactile, like, what do you call it? Orally fixated, where it's like taste and the mouth is used a lot during, you know, intimacy, sexual intimacy, like when you're having sex. So they really love to use their mouth. Maybe their lips are like so fucking beautiful, and their mouth, and they have an insane tongue. And, you know, I know that I've said this in the past and I've mentioned tongues before, but you guys, it's like another sexual organ. Get real, okay? And if somebody has a long, beautiful freaking tongue and is very agile and knows what it's doing, it can go in place. How can you not include that in the package, okay? Because believe me, when someone knows what they're doing with it, it matters a lot. So I get the sense that they're very good this way, okay? And this is like one of their things that they love to do, like teasing this way, you know, getting you worked up, getting you a little bit freaking in a relaxed state. You guys might even like have a few cocktails or take a couple puffs of something or something beforehand to relax you, or get you into like, it's like an aphrodisiac. Okay. Why do I feel like this group is going to experiment with that? It's definitely coming up here. So if you don't know about aphrodisiacs, holy shit, this is so weird. I'm bringing this up here and why this is coming through, because look what I've got right here, you guys. This is so fucking funny. This book was so expensive, but literally we have the Encyclopedia of Aphrodisiacs, folks. Yes, you might want to read up on some of this. Okay, so anyhow, obviously it's like I get the sense that they're into like aphrodisia, and you guys are going to experiment with this, okay? Check it out. So then we have, I think you are divinely delicious. What the fuck? Okay, so yes, they're definitely very orally fixated and divinely delicious. You guys are definitely like on this like kind of like sexual spiritual quest where you're going to see how far you can take it. Like maybe you're going to try to like astrally travel while you're in the middle of like orgasm or something like this, okay? Literally like raising your consciousness through this, you know, experimenting with your sex life in this way. How far can you take it? Pain and pleasure, blah, blah, blah. This is a very experimental, very exciting, very fun group. So anyways, that's all I am seeing for this one. Make sure to like, subscribe. And if you'd like to see more readings like this, please go check out my Patreon. The link is in the drop down box below, as well as all my other information. Thank you for being with me, and I will catch you next time. Folks, bye-bye. For group 3 with my Mas Agate, this is going to be your reading. Let's see what the cards have to say. Will they act on their fantasy about you, or will they go cold? Or will they bring the heat? Let's take a look and see what we got here. Oh, we have the 4 of Pentacles. We have the Fool. And we have the 10 of Pentacles. Very interesting. Oh, wow. We have turkey, gobble it up. And we have wagon wheel. It will turn in your favor. So yeah, but there's going to be some kind of like, it's almost like I feel like this is a little bit kind of like group one, but I feel like this is more bold, way more bold, in that they're just going to go for it. Okay. Because like at first it's like there could be like holding off on sharing their fantasy with you, but literally they're going to take that leap of faith, gobble that shit up. And literally it's going to happen here. We have the 10 of Pentacles. I feel like this could be possible, like engagement, marriage kind of shit here. Okay. Obviously, and also I'm just going to say, it's like when I see that turkey gobble it up, turkey baby went through my mind. I have one of those myself. And you know, like literally they could be born like on Thanksgiving, or they are born like on, like say for instance, a November 23rd, which sometimes falls on Thanksgiving, like around there. So they could have been born like when they were born, it was Thanksgiving at that particular time. I'm talking about USA here. But yeah, like literally they could be born in November. Okay. So, and that would be a Sagittarius that would be around that time period, but they also could be Scorpio. Okay. So I'm just feeling, you know, that month, like November. So we're looking at Scorpio and Sagittarius energy. It's definitely going to turn you on. It's so funny because look at it's a wheel, you guys. And we have all the Pentacles energy here. This is Uranus energy. This is also Aquarius. So Aquarius, I'm going to mention Aquarius, you know, here too, even though this isn't the star card, this is Uranus, you know, energy. Uranus is it's the modern ruler of Aquarius. So there could be something to do with Aquarius season as well. But I'm also feeling like for some reason, you guys actually live close to a Uranus ley line, or you will meet this person around a very positive Uranus ley line. Okay. Yes, there are positive ones. I live on one where I'm at, and it's right there with my Venus. I'm on, like sitting on top of my Venus ascendant line. So for some of you, and the fact that I'm even mentioning that could have something to do with you guys finding love. So look to see where your Venus ascendant line is, if you even have one. Okay. Like that's aspected, which everyone, you know, has. I was actually looking for one on somebody's stuff, and it's like they really didn't have that specific line. They had like trines and sextiles to Venus, but they didn't really have that. So I was kind of surprised. But I wasn't like digging super deep either, but I didn't notice it. It wasn't like popping out, which usually that one is very prominent and it will pop out at you. But I get the sense that this also will possibly like part of their family has a huge influence on this person too. Okay. So that could be also the hesitancy to basically act out any kind of fantasies because they had like a lot of stuff projected heavily on them by their family growing up. Maybe they had a very strict, very prudish kind of upbringing. So they could be like nervous about acting out their fantasies because they're afraid of judgment, but it's nobody's business. How are they going to fucking know? You're going to blab your personal sex life to your family? No. Okay. So it's like, that could be like the hesitancy, but they're going to fucking gobble that shit up and do it. No doubt about it. So we have being bound to you spiritually is one thing, but being tied up by you physically is my greatest pleasure. Okay, and I also get the sense that they could come from a very, for some of you, you know, some of it could have the prudish family, but also when we have the 10 of Pentacles, I think of wealth, okay? And I think of prominence and people of power for some reason, like powerful families. And sometimes people of power, you know, especially if they're very dominant in their work and everyday life, they like to be the subby in private, okay? That could definitely be a thing with this person. That could be part of their fantasy. We have intense sexual cravings, and we have get you by surprise. So I feel like this is going to be, and you know, that's very Fool card energy. So this is going to happen like quite suddenly. And And I feel like with the acting out of the fantasy, it's like kind of like it wasn't planned and it just sort of happens. And it's just like you go with the flow with it. And it's going to be, that's when it's always the best though. It's like, but there's like intense, like there's a lot of buildup before they definitely act on it and go for it. It's like divine timing. It's like perfectly timed. It's like, you know, the stars aligned and made it so you guys could actually act this out and they could like make their move and go for it and shoot their shot. But it's like the cravings are real, and it's like it's so built up, and it's like they want to do it so bad and they're going to go for it, you know, and it's going to be very surprising to you. You're not expecting it at all. Okay. So we have fuck me with your eyes. Yeah. Intense sexual cravings, you know, like literally there's a lot of foreplay, a lot of teasing, a lot of like sexual tension that is being built up. And perhaps they're like really fucking love your eyes, or else their eyes are very intense. It's kind of funny because I did bring up Sagittarius and Scorpio definitely has a very intense kind of stare. They love, I mean, they're staring a lot of the times, not just because they want to fuck, but it's because they're trying to figure you out. They're like literally reading you. So that could be, it's kind of both with this person I'm feeling. Okay. Where it's like, they just like, you literally like can fuck me with your eyes, you know? And it's like, they're reading you, but they're also trying to turn you on. They're trying to figure out your turn-ons. They're trying to figure out, can I live out my fantasy with this person or what? You know? But they also love the way that when you give them come fuck me eyes. Okay. It's so funny I bring up the Sagittarius thing because yeah, literally that is, I've heard that come out of my Sagittarius's mouth. So give me those come fuck me eyes. It's like, okay, here they come. Anyway, thinking naughty of us is my bad habit. See, they're fucking building it up. It's like all in their head. They're like so getting worked up for this. They can't fucking wait. You know what's so funny? Why do I want to say for somebody here, the family could own a winery or fields, like, or like literally lease their land out to grow grapes on it for a local winery. Therefore, you have control, like a portion of you own, like, it's like kind of like owning stock, I guess, in that company, in that winery. I don't know why. It's like that's coming up. That's very specific, but that could mean something to somebody here. And I get the sense on this place, it's like, there's something about this, like a winery, there's an event going on, there's a lot of people around, we have turkey gobble it up. There's some kind of fancy ass big ol' fucking feast going on. Like on the day, like that's leading up to this moment, you know? We have, I want you to love me in the darkness and chaos. Look at that in that image. There are wolves stalking her as she runs through the forest at night. So it's like, I don't know why. It's like, this is like a big old fucking tower. It reminds me of a tower moment. But also, and there's red roses around. It's like a big old freaking Gothic kind of castle or cathedral that's being pictured here. So I don't know. I feel like that this is going to be a very like fucking profound, like kind of tower moment when you guys come together. It's going to be explosive like that. Very Mars sexual energy. Okay. Like very intense that way. It's going to be serious throwdown, but it's like darkness and chaos. I don't know why. It's like, why do I feel like that there's like a whole lot going on and there's like a lot of chaos. And it's like you guys it could even be sneaking off to a fucking dark corner or something almost, you know? It's like I'm getting that kind of sense where there's people around for some reason here. And you're looking for a dark, secluded corner. There's like a property. It's like a big property. Wow, I'm like really picking up on something here. If this is making any sense to somebody here, and you guys know anybody like this, do comment. I'm curious. Licking. Likes being licked or likes licking you all over, aroused by tongue baths. Holy shit, this This is so weird how these three groups today are kind of like mentioning each other, giving shout outs to each other. It's very interesting, okay? Because literally something about this was mentioned in group 2. So they're really good with their fucking tongue. They love being licked, or they love to lick you. They love the taste of you. There's something about maybe your mouth that they just can't get enough of. Oh my God. They're good with, they're a good kisser. Really fucking good kisser. Okay. Oh God, that is so important. So important. We have loud moans. So I get the sense like in this dark corner, it's going to start off with a lot of hot, heavy kissing and licking going on. We have loud moans, likes you to be vocal and expressive during sex and to moan with pleasure. So they love to hear. This also came up in another group. This is crazy. So obviously you're moaning. They love to hear that. That is like, it excites them even further. They're even fucking moaning because they're getting off on this moment so hard. And why is this, folks? Because we have public sex. Fantasizes or actually wants to have sex with you in public. May want to get caught too. What the fuck? And I was thinking, this is like a bunch of people. This could be like even a family fucking property or event. There's a bunch of people around. And literally the thought of like literally maybe even a family member catching you in the middle of this. This is like a heavy, hot fantasy for them. Remember how I was saying there's like too much prudishness, maybe there could be a prudish family member who literally that would like nothing more would get them off harder than that person running into, them with you doing this, because it's like the biggest ultimate kind of like, it's a turn on because it was so taboo, like forced to be taboo. And why do I feel like this is an older matriarch? It's not necessarily a patriarch figure. It's a matriarch. It's like the matriarch of the family is a fucking prude. But this person is definitely not. And because of having all that force down their throat, they're kind of rebelling. Again, Uranus energy, rebel. So this is just something that gets them off. The fact that they're doing something so naughty with you in a place where this prudish person, always was so like, this is my domain, It's kind of like it's a rebellion thing, okay? Literally. And this is how it's going to go down. This is like their biggest fantasy. It's kind of like, teenagers or like younger, people, or just even older people who like literally like, they're like, let's have sex in my parents' bed. I don't know why that's a turn on to some people, but so be it. Everyone has their fantasy. Fantasies are healthy. So it's like, yes, it's going to be so fucking hot, so intense, and it's like exciting, We have, holy shit, I have you under my spell. Look at that. So this is how like literally it happens, because like you are under this person's spell so hardcore, because they are fucking everything that you could ever want. And it's intensely erotic and hot. Okay. And they're very good at seduction. And then we have, I can't wait to wake up and fuck you first thing in the morning. So this is going to continue from the night and being outside, being in spots where there could be possibly being caught. And I get the sense you could even be staying at this property or something like this. And I mean, literally, this is like I feel like this is almost like a weekend thing that this happens. I know this is very specific here, but yeah, they're definitely going to act it out. Again, there was a sense of like needing to hold back and being prudish, but they're not going to freaking be that anymore, especially with you. I mean, they've always been very rebellious. I get the sense. But it's going to be like ultimate fucking pleasure. They're really good at freaking using their tongue here and their mouth on you. So it's like, it's going to continue from the night all the way into the morning. And it's just going to keep going because it's like, you guys are really into one another. It's like a very intense relationship, and it's very surprising, very like spontaneous and very fun that way. So anyways, that's it. That's all I'm seeing for this group. If you would like to see more readings like this, please check out my Patreon. The link is in the drop-down box below. Make sure to like, subscribe, so when I post again, you are notified. Thank you guys so much for being with me today, and I will catch you next time. Bye-bye.